we have started back up again because right after we finished up, the first concrete truck came in. And so we've got the concrete truck backed up over here. It's dumping the concrete into the back of the pumper. And it's going up the tubing all the way up there. And now they're working on filling it in. And you can see Rhett has his controller that he was showing us in the previous video. And we've got our concrete guys over here from Nussbaum, and they're the ones that are holding on to the pumper on the hose to make sure it's going in the right place. And they said this would take about an hour to do. There are 9 trucks that are bringing concrete in for these forms. So you can kind of see that there's some rebar that's between the forms to help make it sturdy. And here's another concrete truck. And Rhett had told us earlier that they're going to rotate the trucks through, so once one truck gets empty, they'll head back into town to get loaded back up and then come back out with another crew. And we did warn these guys that they were going to be recorded. Not that you could hear anything that they would say, but they do know. And we have another truck that's rolling in. So if you didn't watch the earlier video, this is the building site for Mom and Dad's new house that they have going up. So this is going to be the basement area. These are the forms that are going to form the outside walls of the basement. Where we're at right here is the outside, and then it goes down and it's going to be a walkout basement. This area that's up here, that's a rectangle, that's going to be underneath their porch, and then the side that is over here kind of off at an angle, that is going to be the garage. So what we've got going in here are the forms for the basement. And I can see that the concrete is probably about halfway up in the middle of this form. You probably can't see it very well from here because there's a bit of a shadow, but as it gets higher, we'll be able to see it getting closer. So we've got the guys up here that are making sure the concrete's going in right. They've got their long poles to kind of tap it down. And over here we have Rhett with his remote. He's controlling where everything goes. And it looks like We're getting close to the end on one truck. So now they'll switch out for the next truck. And hopefully the trucks don't get stuck today. It did rain last night, but we've got some people on standby that can come and their big tractors and pull us out if we need help. You should come look. They said 9 trucks is what it'll take. What? So what are you guys doing with the sticks? What are you guys doing with the sticks? What? They're mixing it in. They're tapping it in. Okay, so now we're getting the second concrete truck all ready to go. So we can start dumping it in. Hey E, are you watching? Brought Ethan up so that he could watch also. He's much more excited about throwing dirt clods. Alright, so this is the second concrete truck that has now pulled in. It's going to start dumping concrete in. And we've got Rhett here with his controllers for his pump truck, and it goes all the way up here. So the concrete goes into this bucket here. There on the back, you can kind of see right in there. And it goes through the pumper all the way up and over. And Rhett is controlling the pump with his little remote that he's got around his neck. And then our concrete guys over here are setting up around the edge. They've got their sticks here that they're tapping the concrete to make sure that it all gets in there nice and even. So they said that it would take about an hour to get all the concrete in. It just kind of depends on how fast the trucks get in and out. These trucks will make multiple trips. So once they get unloaded, they'll head to town again to get another load of concrete to bring on out here. So Michelle, where we're at right now, we're actually just right behind the old White House. So the house will face, the north. It was in front of the house, so there's my house across the way. and the cows, and one come around, and then Michelle, there's the White House. So that's where we are in perspective on the road. So the new house will be on the south side of the road, catty corner to the White House. So it'll have a really pretty view up here. Mom will finally get to be on top of a hill again. Here, bud, scooch back just a little bit, okay? Here. Scooch back just a bit. Right there. There you go, right there. Now you can see. So they are cutting some rebar down there at the bottom, it looks like. And it looks like, I don't know if we actually have 2 trucks that are going right now, or if the other one is getting set up for when the second truck gets done. So for those of you that know Mom and what she's been wanting to do with this house, she's been wanting for quite some time to build another house. The house where Mom and Dad currently live is down in a valley, and it's really pretty down there, but Mom never gets to see a sunset or a sunrise all the way. So she has been wanting to build a new house for quite some time now. So it's finally happening. And it's still here on the land that they own, the property that they own. It's actually out in what used to be part of the cattle field. And in fact, you can see the cows that are over there in the distance. And if you're just tuning in, this is the basement of the house. Hey, don't do that. So this area right here, that's the rectangle, that's going to be the front porch. It's going to look north. And then behind it is for the basement. And it only has it on the sides because this is going to be a walkout basement. So they'll get this poured, get it set, and then I honestly don't know what the next step is after that. But Mom is hoping that the house can be completed by Thanksgiving. And because of where I live, Steve and I live, I get the wonderful job of alerting her whenever anything is happening at the house. Because we've had such rainy weather lately, they've gotten behind, and so we never quite know when they're going to be working on stuff, so I get to let them know and alert them whenever there are trucks up here that are doing stuff. And then Mom toodles right on up here and sees what's going on. So the concrete now in this form is probably about 2 feet now from the top. And Rhett, the guy that operates this pumper here, had said that once they get one area filled, they'll move the pumper to another area. So we'll keep watching and see what happens. So we've got truck number 2 is rolling out, and truck number 3 is going now, and they said it would take 9 trucks. And they said it would take us about an hour for this to get done. Yeah, Rebecca, that's a lot of concrete. That's kind of what I thought. What I thought was really interesting is how quickly it's going to get put in here. They did the footing probably 2 weeks ago, so they did the forms there on the bottom for it to set up, and it took them a really long time to get the concrete done. I'm trying to for the footing, so for the base for all of these forms, it took 3 trucks of concrete to do. But they didn't have a big pumper like this, so that took most of the day to get done. But the pumper certainly helps to move along. See more trucks coming in, bud? Look. And now we're getting close to the top of the form. I can't tell if you can see it. So we've got the big pumper here. Truck number 3 is going, and truck number 4 is backing up. And then we've got another truck that's waiting down the road, ready to come on in. Getting close to the top on this section. Yes, Rebecca. So the part that's angled off over here, that's the garage. So this area right here is the front porch that'll look north. With the garage going off to the side, and then the basement area is back over here. So we got another truck backing in. Here, come here, buddy. All right. So now Rhett's gonna move the pumper around a little bit. So you can see it's stretching out a little bit more, and he's using his remotes he's got there around his neck. That's what he's using to get it to move more. So now it's really stretched out. And now they're going to start filling in over here on the west side. wrap up the video for the day. We've probably got another half hour, 45 minutes of, got full on this side. Got another half hour, 45 minutes of concrete pumping in today, so we'll go ahead and wrap up what we've got today. So tomorrow it's Wednesday again. So on Wednesday we'll be back out checking on the chick and the duck eggs and candling them to see what kind of progress they've made in the last week. So we're glad that you guys could join us. Thanks for coming in, and hopefully you can give Mom some exciting news and tell her that you got to watch this happening, because she has been so very excited about the house, and so I know that she was excited to share that this was going to be happening. So anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.